Welcome back, guys. Once again, Nathan with Ubiq videos here for another tutorial. This is the next one in the Pyrus series. So today what we're going to cover is loading an existing wallet file into the website so you can browse the information regarding that wallet. You can capture the private keys if needed, and you can also print off paper wallets by using this method as well. So if you generated a wallet in the past, or from something like Fusion or Ubiq, the other two wallet pieces of wallet software, then you might load it into this website to have a more user-friendly method of printing out a paper wallet, for example. So let's go ahead and get started. Before the video, I generated a couple of wallet files that we can work with for testing purposes. And so what we want to do is, once again, make sure to go to pyrus.ubiqsmart.com. Do yourself a favor, make sure to type this into the actual URL page or URL bar exactly as it's shown here, pyrus.ubiqsmart.com. I don't recommend searching for something like this on Google. And the reason I recommend that is because just recently we had somebody try to set up a fake website that would lead users to download a malicious wallet that would steal their keys. So just make sure to be safe. Type it into the URL bar as shown exactly. Don't search for it. Anyway, once we're here, since we're going to be going over how to check out the wallet info, we need to click on this View Wallet Info link right here. If you don't see this because your resolution is very small or you're on mobile, this little arrow over here will scroll this bar over if there's not enough room. So go ahead and click on there. And here's where you actually pick which wallet you're going to look at. Key store, UTC JSON. This is the file that we downloaded in the previous video, and it will look like this here. It'll look like that. Private key is if you have an actual private key itself. So that would be like an unencrypted key store file, or if you had loaded your wallet into Pyrus once before and saved the private key. Just be careful with those private keys, because those, again, are the ones that you don't want to share with people, because if they have access to those private keys, then they have access to the funds inside of them. Mnemonic Phrase is if you, I believe, I haven't set one of these up yet, but I believe it's like a seed word phrase. So it would be like boat, car, keyboard, you know, like stuff like that, and however many phrases you use to set up your wallet initially. View with address only is if you just type an address into here, it'll give you all the information that it can about that address itself. So it would be able to tell you like balances and stuff like that. In that case, the website acts more as like a block explorer than it does like a wallet. So with a block explorer, you can't send transactions. If you load your wallet using one of these other three methods, you can send transactions. So that's why that's kind of a little bit different. So I've got an encrypted file. So we're going to go with key store file. We're going to click on select wallet file right here. Browse to our file. Click open. And then it's going to ask you for the password, because once again, this is an encrypted file. So I'm going to put in my password. I think I might have typed that wrong. Yep, I did. Hold on. Alright, there we go. So then it loads it up, and it'll show you your balance over here. It'll show you the address of that account that we're looking at. Once again, it will give you your private key unencrypted right here. You have to click on this button here to actually show it, and that also pops it up in a QR form here. If you're in public, like if you're at a coffee shop or in a crowded room or something like that, I would not recommend ever clicking these buttons to show those kinds of things. It's kind of unlikely that somebody would do what's called shoulder surf and look over your shoulder and steal that data, but it's always a possibility, so just be careful with that. Especially with the QR code. If that's shown on your screen, all somebody has to do is walk by real quick and just swipe a picture of this screen, and now they've got access to this wallet forever. So just be careful with that. I wouldn't really recommend doing it unless you have a very specific reason why you need to show the private key to yourself. So from here we can see some other stuff. So like once again, address shows up here, balance shows up here. You can do what's called adding a custom token, where if you have like if there's another wallet contract or another ERC20 token out there that you want to add that we don't have included in here yet, you can type the address to that token, put in the token symbol, how many decimal places that it has, and click save, and then it'll pop up down here. So if you send any of those tokens over to this account, you'll see them show up here. Currently, as of the recording date of this video, it currently supports the base currency Ubiq, the token APX, as well as the token Quark. So if you're dealing with one of those three, your balance should show up as soon as you send those funds to the address. As I mentioned before, you can print a paper wallet by clicking on the print paper wallet link that showed up in the first video as well. Let me just cancel this. So here is the paper wallet. With the paper wallet, your private key is always going to show up, so obviously don't be printing your paper wallets in unsecure area. Like if you're at work, don't print your paper wallet at work, because it's going to land on the printer bed and somebody else might steal it, or they may just take a picture of it real quick and then walk away, and they'll have access to whatever you put into this wallet. So you can from here just print that out. We'll go back here. Once you've loaded your key in, you can re-download it if needed. I'm not sure why you'd necessarily do that, but you know, it re-downloads it in an encrypted format. And if we scroll down here, you have the ability to sign a message. In a later video, I'll probably go more into this, but basically this example is really good. The example message says, "This is user so-and-so on Reddit. The purpose of this message is to prove that address blank is my address." So what you would do is you would type some information like that. You would put the date in here. You'd click sign message, and then it's going to give you a string of characters that you can send to somebody else who can use that the contents of that message to make sure that you are in fact the person who signed the message, because that's the only way that you would have been able to generate that string is if you hold the private keys and you put them into a service like this, and you generate this signed message by clicking this button right here. So that's kind of the general account overview page once you've loaded a wallet in. That's really all I wanted to go into this video. The next video, I think we will send some Ubiq from the website, and then probably the video after that, we will work on sending a token that's on the Ubiq blockchain from Pyrus. So again, I hope that helped out. I'm keeping these kind of short and sweet and to the point, so you guys can just pick them up and run with them and learn real quickly. And in the following videos, we'll get a little bit more advanced. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and feel free to post in the comments below, and I'll get to them as soon as possible. Thanks.